I mean, somebody just went through for it to be open because when I first pulled in, it wasn't open.
Okay, go to it now. I just opened it.
Okay. I just went through it.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
That's reeled in. It's Eccles. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo. Keep. Splash Luther.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Across the 25, he's got room. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Dickey. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Dickey. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Under fire. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. first down. Makes the catch. It's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Release to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Using his legs, it's Sticky. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Stone. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Bryson Washington again. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't. What
a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Dumps it off in the flats. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And listen, if I have a playmaker running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field, He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Sticky. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
He's running backs nowadays. They're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The short hands, it's Kane. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tigers are in the hurry up. Wants to fire on second down. He's got an open man.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Guard in the backfield. It's Kane. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Baylor going up against Appalachian State. And it's the Bears looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening run.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return. give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wide out. Working the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Running the red zone. It's Washington. Next going for the goal line. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tiger! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking to throw, it's Cannon. Oh, they're after him. Got his man.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the 2nd half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Still running at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup up on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? His 3rd touchdown in the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And they swarm him under. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Cannon. Skips away from pressure. Fires to the right. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Here's a give to Washington. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. Touchdown, Auburn. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Almost the D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. The defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, and you're going to have time to throw.
Back to throw, it's McDaniel. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Makes the grab in their space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Running inside, it's Dickey. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Looking to scramble. He turns it loose to the left. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Singleton. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to run, it's Washington. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the flag brings up a short 1st and 5. Offense can really get aggressive if it chooses. They'll go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The sure hands, it's Kane. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Mass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the 5. So this offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.